first things first, we're going to look at how you allocate a credit note on the purchase ledger or the sales ledger. It's the same process whichever way you go. So whether you're dealing with purchase or sales, it's a very similar process. So just opening up Xero here, make that a little bit bigger so the screen's more visible for you, hopefully. We're going to create a credit note, and then we're going to allocate that to an invoice, allocate that off. So firstly, what we need to do is to actually create the credit note. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to accounting and bills, business and bills. We're going to create a new credit note. And then we're literally just putting in some data here. So this is a credit note that you may have received from the supplier. For our example, we got a company called Central Copiers. We'll use the date that's on the thing. And here we're just saying that we've been overcharged for printer usage. So it's just filling it in like hopefully you're used to doing. And there, standard credit note, put in there. Once we're happy with it and all the information's in there, we click approve. Once we click approve, we get an option to allocate a credit note. So we've got an invoice sitting on the system already. And now we're being asked, do we want to allocate that credit note against this invoice? And all we do to do that would be to put in the amount there. That allocates that invoice against the credit note. And then we can click allocate credit, and that would be how we would complete that. I'm going to click cancel for the moment because there's two other methods. So if you don't have the credit note, an invoice on in the first place, and you get an invoice at a later date, there's other ways to do this. So from the purchaser screen and the awaiting payments, so from that screen there, we can either find the invoice by using the search function. So if I use the search function there, and we can either go to the invoice itself, and once we're in the invoice, we can credit this bill. If we click on credit bill, it goes back to the same screen that you've seen before. Or vice versa, we can go back to that credit note. Again, using the search function. This time we're going from the other way, we're going from the credit note. Options, allocate credit. Either or, same process, allocate the credit note. Once you're finally happy with all that, allocate the credit. And that is the allocating of the credits. We'll go back to the dashboard. Hopefully that's all fine. Has there been any questions on any of that at all? Is it all straightforward? To say, I don't know Obviously, I know some of you that are on board and watching this. So if you've got any queries, just give us a shout. I don't know how relevant some of this is to you, so it might be stuff that you've already done or dealt with. So I'm just hoping that that you pick up something as we go through, and it's quite useful to you.